So those are some of the rumors there. We see Cody maybe going to the Angels. We see Kike maybe going to the Angels. But there are still a lot of big-time names out there. Blake Snell still doesn't have a team. Jordan Montgomery still does not have a team. Matt Chapman still does not have a team if we're looking at the top of the free agent list, the top free agent list there. Also without a team right now, Justin Turner and JD Martinez, both still out there. Both were linked to Arizona at some point in time, but I would assume with this Jock Peterson deal, they have to be kind of out on them because JT is 39. He's not a full-time third baseman anymore. They made a trade to get a third baseman over there anyways. He's not somebody who can play shortstop or that much second base. You have a first baseman in Christian Walker. I don't know where JT fits there if he's not playing a little bit of third and a little bit of DH. Same with JD. He would be a full-time DH, which is where Jock Peterson 100% needs to be. So one of the questions I wanted to throw here to the crowd and kind of wonder aloud, we'll work through this together. It's like you have to wonder if Justin Turner would potentially be open to like a utility bench role return to the Dodgers. Would you guys like to see Justin Turner back with the Dodgers? And I think it's a very imperfect fit right off the bat when you're looking at the roster. I don't quite know, as I move random parts off of my paper here, where I have the official roster written down in pen, so it's official. But I don't know where you fit this dude, where you would fit a potential Justin Turner return to the Dodgers without making some moves. Is JT an upgrade over Miguel Rojas? Bat-wise, 1,000%. But you also want Miguel Rojas there as your primary backup around all of the infield spots. You like Miguel Rojas for that glove. However, they could find a way to mix and match some things. Mookie can play some shortstop. CT3 can play some shortstop to back up Gavin Lux. You got Max Muncy playing third, playing some second base. JT can play third base. Maybe it's an imperfect platoon at third base with JT and Max Muncy. JT's been linked to the Mets and not much else. So that's where I almost wonder if it could be like a Teoscar Hernandez situation where he was forced to take a one-year deal and he chose the Dodgers because that was the most sexy team for him at the time. Give it one last ride. Does JT come back home to LA and you let everything else sort of figure it out from there? You're not going to be able to move Chris Taylor based on the money. Manuel Margot, I don't think they're just going to dump $9 million plus add JT money. So again, I don't know where he fits on the 40-man. I think you can make it work, but it definitely feels forced. But I would like to hear what your guys' thoughts on there right now are on what your guys' thoughts are. Words are hard. Are on a Justin Turner return. Mike M would have loved to have a spot for JT and JD. Plainly, not spots, especially now. Matty Man 5 Dodge says, I love JT, but this is a completely different universe in LA now. Nothing is as it was. Really, really great point there. I'm going to give a coin, which is, I guess, a fire take if we're deciding to borrow from my buddy. Yeah, it really is. If you look at the last 2 years from when Justin Turner was last a Dodger, it's a whole new world, 1,000 billion% for sure. I don't know where that one is. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Dukies, or I'm assuming a Dukas, Duke of Earl, Duckus. Somebody here on the YouTube chat, appreciate hanging out. You hanging out with us. Does Muncy have a backup at third base? As of right now, it's Miguel Rojas. And we've seen Miguel Rojas play a really, really good third base. We've also seen Justin Turner play some really, really good third base. Granted, he was younger. He was not 39 back when he was doing it in L.A., but it was only, a season and a quarter ago where he was last suiting up for the Dodgers. So it does fit there. It's kind of a defensive backup. If Muncy continues to struggle at third base, you can still have a big-time bopper in the lineup, maybe moving him to second and JT or Mookie Betts moves back out to the outfield. You don't know what's going to happen with Jason Hayward. Again, we're just spitballing here, trying to find ways to squeeze JT into the Dodger sphere or back into it. But I agree with what Matty Man 5 Dodge said. It's a completely different universe for this team. And as nice as it would be to have JT as a backup 3B or a platoon 3B with Max Muncy. To force it doesn't really make a lot of sense for this team. I plainly don't see that happening, and I don't see that JT really wants to be a backup platoon guy or whatever it is, a utility, bench roll dude, like I said at the start of this kind of little rant, as it were. Man 5 Dodge also says JT might do that role. He might be open to it just for the World Series shot alone. Me, and I'm more about the glitz and the glamour of winning over the big time payday. I know I would definitely go to where I have a better chance to win and, have a drink or two along the way. Plus it's his home. Like JT's home is like right. Well, it's not right next to Dodger Stadium, but it's close enough. BC says pass on Turner. Diane says pass on JT. He needs to come back as a manager someday. Manager, bench coach, some sort of coach. He will be, he will play some sort of role for the Dodgers for sure. Los says, love JT, but not seeing it, man. You know what? I think we're all okay. Duke is cool. I think we're all kind of on the same boat here, that Justin Turner, as nice as it would be just for the emotional support, JT, it just does not make a lot of sense for this team right now.